Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. So about I think an hour ago, the live stream, or 30 minutes ago, it ended. Um, let's talk about this. So this is the first one I'm going to be doing is UI Goku. I think this is the most important thing right now. I think these characters are good. The hype completely died as in the video I made yesterday with Dark. The hype ruined this, and I really thought a lot of it's mostly copium, but a lot of people in the community, such as Virgil, the Dummy, other creators, also agreed. I also agree with their takes that this is bad, and we needed a fake out. A lot of the people thought we were gonna get Gogeta. I was riding the copium train, and unfortunately, it did not come true. MUI is hype, but the way he was released completely killed it. And I'm at a point where I am more hyped about Go Frieza, Plat equipment, and the Revival Goku UI Zenkai more than I am these characters. Of course, I haven't even seen his kit, but I think this guy's gonna be dumb stupid. He's a blue unit. He's transforming. He has a counter gauge. He has the UI dodge. I think he has a counter green just from what I saw. We'll get into Vegeta in the next video, and I do think they released a trailer for the Zenkai Revival UI. So if that his kit gets revealed, then we'll go check that out in another video. But again, I am very disappointed in the 7th anniversary. This is supposed to be the biggest year. Even again, I know this is just part 1. Part 2 can completely change this in part 3 with the Ultra. But this, so far, part 1 of the 7th anniversary after getting the big overhaul update, 1 out of 3 apparently, Tony said about. I think I'm remembering that wrong, but I do think he said there's 2 more updates coming. So that's going to change the game pretty big. Anyways, let's just get straight into his kit, I guess. So I really do hope they have something else in store. But anyways, let's get in. So his Z ability, let's just read this. Strengths, yes, of course we know about his unique gauge. So unique gauge will be consumed to evade enemy attacks like strike, blast, arts. This powerful effect lets you automatically evade attacks without spending your vanishing gauge. Yeah, okay, it's very annoying. All the UI characters, even if you don't get hit, you're not gonna lose, right? Gradually, yes, I saw this. Gradually mastering UI Goku. I think this is a cool idea. Before transforming, you get permanent damage just for using a total of a 4 and 6 strike attacks. Oh, and blast, okay? Ultra instinct as you fight, just like in the original series, okay? 3, powerful counters after transforming, okay. Once you transform, you'll counter and deal a lot of damage after activating evade. Oh, so it's when he uses his gauge. Plus special arts and counter attacks after transforming. Oh my side. So he has a green card counter. Yeah, he has a green. You can combo. Oh, wait, no. No, this is this is saying you can combo a green. Okay, so it's not a counter green. I believe, unless I'm reading this wrong. I think this is you can combo with a green after you use your gauge. If you're long range and someone hits you with a blast or a strike, I believe you can just combo with the green card, or I'm just reading this wrong, or you can just straight up just counter with the green. It's one of those two, but I'm pretty sure you can combo with the green. You prevent enemy switching. Okay, and draw a blue card. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Okay. He's just basically Majin Vegeta. Interesting. All Ultra Racing Sign Goku, so he's Blue, Sun Fam, God, Universe Rep. So they're building up the Universe Rep team. It's pretty decent right now with I don't know how good Vegeta is, so I'm assuming Vegeta, MUI Goku, and maybe Rev UI, but I'm leaning towards having 17 on the team. You definitely want a second life like Revive UI, and I've been preaching this for a while, especially in the Discord. You guys are on the Dark Pixel Discord. And if you saw my wish list and the prediction, or if you saw the wish list video, I was heavily advocating for a Revival UI Goku, as Universe Rep needs a Rising Rush protection. I know we have Go Frieza, but they're very squishy. Even with their pilot equipment, I just feel they're not going to be good enough. I mean, like good enough to tank. So we definitely needed that Rising Rush protection. I also just needed that second life for characters like Cell. I don't know if Cell nullifies revival stuff, but we just needed a good anti-nuke unit. Like you get ulted by like Majin Vegeta. Like you need a character like that. Moving on, so his strike cards on activation plus 10 strike damage. Okay, yep, just whatever. His blue card massive damage based on activation first and on. Interesting. Special move plus 30 for 3 counts. Second, so it costs 35 on his second blast armor. His green card, draw 1 card, 15 health. So okay, he's healing. 45 key. Ooh, 50% to unique gauge. I think like all the UI characters have this. I'm pretty sure. Damage 20 cancel out your gunner. It's very important. So his main ability, yes. So you have to use the strike cards at least. So Master Ultra Instinct. Master Ultra Instinct can restore unique gauge by 70%. Plus get a permanent buff to damage inflicted. Master Ultra Instinct. Health plus 30. 50 key. 72 unique gauge. 22 damage. Okay, this is big. Yeah, that's pretty good. 20 count. Okay. 20 counts. This is huge. You need this right now, so it's very good. Goku has endurance. Wow, with both evade actions and endurance. Character's action. Okay, he has endurance. Wow, okay, 280. Okay, this is very good. Like, I think he needs, honestly, a bit more. I'm not gonna lie. I think every character just needs more damage guard, but this is good. 208% is good. Key recovery, double card draw, speed, endurance. Okay. Okay, wait. He has uncancelable endurance. Interesting. You get permanent buffs and damage inflicted when you total 4 strike and 6 strike or blast. He starts before transforming, so you can transform with increased power. Okay, so he's like Vegeta Blue. You kind of want to get that unique gauge up basically before you transform. Yeah. So you want to use 4 and 6 strike and blast. This wording is very weird to me. You use a total of 4 and 6 strike and like I don't know, but I guess you just is it either 6? You have to use like 4 and 6, like 4 or 6, or is it just 10 total? I don't know. Goku even has effects to remove cards. Yeah, okay, that's very important. Nullify, yeah, he needs like every character needs this now because there's so much ceiling in the game and there's so much like just bullshit in the game. That's how I can word it. Like Majin Q and just the Daima team. This is needed. Yeah. He also should seal blue cards too, but on battlefield entry, draw 1 card if hand has 3 or fewer. Okay, 40 key, he gets unique gauge. Cover null. What's the okay? Like this is good. The good change. Get less cover null in the game, but like I don't know, man. This is good. Yeah, this is very okay. So all good stuff. Maybe 10 counts, but I'm fine with 5. Removes a card slot seal. It's very good. There's so much card sealing right now. Destroy 1 card. That's very good. Based on strikes, that's blast RC. So second, -5 to cost, 20% and 20. Okay. Oh, okay. So it is 10 total. So this is 10 total. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, not 10 total. It's just 4 and then the 6. So it's just 6 total. Okay, that makes sense. When on battlefield, based on enemy strike activations, based on enemy strike arts. So if an enemy uses a second 2 strike cards, enemy, so they get +5 for 5 counts, and the third one they get +3 health, but then they also is this plus health to you? I think this is plus health, just 3% healing, and then enemy gets -10 key. Interesting. When on battlefield based on enemy's blast arts, so yep, it's the same thing as this the other strike card. Okay, so you get 6% if they use like 2 and 2. We'll see how that does. I mean, again, like if you're immunity to key destruction, this doesn't really matter, but it's something. Okay, when on battlefield based on enemies blue cards, ultimate awaken arts activation first and on. So on the first one you get 10% to healing, nullify damage. So he goes type neutral defensively. Yeah, type neutral defensively on the second activation of a blue card ult awaken arts activations. That's interesting. So that could be, it's actually helpful. I feel they're making him to be somewhat defensive with all the healing he's getting so far. We'll see again. So he has a cover change against a strike. Again, comboable. He also can combo when he's in the gauge with the green. He also draws a blue card too, which is crazy. And again, you guys can remember with the new bench, you guys can draw your blue cards. You can draw your green cards. You can armor break. So be careful for that. So yeah, he's gonna be, I think, so far from I'm reading, decent. Again, most of the characters we read off paper seem very good. Again, we have to see how they deal in game. I think he's gonna be obviously probably the best character. We'll see. But anyways, well, you have at least 30% to charge, your gauge. You evade attacks like enemy strike and blast cards. Keep Goku on the battlefield to buy time for ally sub count to go down. Again, with the new change, if you're comboing for a long time, so when I was watching the live stream, Vegeta looked like he was basically Evo Can basically. Your sub count is not gonna go down, so just remember that. So evade type A with at least 30% to unit gauge when hit by an evadable attack. So I think this means no, of course, ultimate, no blue cards, no green cards. I believe this is just strike and blast and tap arts. Oh yeah, right here, it says right here. Yeah. Recovers gradually when on time, but consumes has decreased by 30%. When the evade action activates gradually when on battlefield. Ultra so goes to, yeah, we saw this, she's blue, Sun Fam, God, Universe Rep. Saga Z ability. So Z1, Universe 22, Z2, Z3. Then his LF is 15% to Universe Rep. 18 at 14 stars. I think this is just the base. Is this just the base? Yeah, I think this is just the base, and then when you have 14 stars, you get this one, and this is also the 14-star one. I think this is the 6-star one, and this is the 9-star one, I think. Overall decent, 38 to both strike and defense, decent. You want double, but I think this is gonna be fine. He has blast attack here, so. Yeah, we saw this. Nothing special with his strike and stuff. His blue card, okay. Unity gauge plus 50, 40% to damage. This is after he transforms, right? Yeah. Special move damage is 40, and he has endurance nullification for 3 counts. He does get buffs, right? On the blue cards, I think. I don't remember. I think it's if an enemy uses one. Never mind. Counterattacks like strike and blast arts. If a counter succeeds, you'll prevent all enemies switching. Okay. Draw special move arts. Yes, we saw that. And yeah, so he draws, if you land the green, he draws a blue card and he locks you in. That's very annoying. That's very annoying. Counter turn attacks while in stance. Interesting. On activation, plus 10 health, plus 50 key. On count, what is this? Is this just float when you're floating? On counter activation, draw a blue card, or yeah, blue card. Plus 20 to damage, no switching. Okay. Tap strike blast. Yes. Main ability. Draw a special move art, so he draws a blue card. He gets 35 to health. 50 to key, 100% to unique gauge. Okay. Yeah, this is good. Vanish Restoration and unique gauge charge rate. Yeah, cancels attribute downgrade and gets blue card damage, 20% for 20 counts. Overall, a pretty good main. Yeah. Yeah, this is huge. Yeah, that's, if you guys have been using Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you know how much this Vanish Restoration helps. And the guy's ult hits like a truck, so we'll see. Also, if a defeated battle member, okay. Type neutral if an battle member is defeated for 15 counts. Requirements time. Okay. So unique ability. Goku's unique gauge will be restored under a variety of conditions, including when entering the battlefield. Of course, I think it's 30% or 50%, somewhere around there, 30 or 50. When the enemy switches or when using a strike or blast arts, create situations where you can evade more easily. On transformation, on battlefield or battlefield entry, so you transform or you enter the battlefield, you draw 1 card, you get 15% to health, 40 key, okay, it was 30% to unique gauge. Cover roll for 5 counts, key protection for 10 counts, nullify Nova conditions. That's huge, 5 counts. Yes, you remove a sealed card slot and you destroy an enemy. This is pretty good. Again, this is the big thing right here. I guess this is going to matter a lot. And you get key protection. Overall, it looks like a very good, like, when he enters the battlefield or transforms. So it's very good. Also, if there's a defeated battle member one time, so it's like if it's once, you get your unique gauge plus 7. So he's gonna be basically, you won't, like, don't want to sack him at all. This guy is gonna be the last one you want to, like, have die. He's getting 70% to your unique gauge, 40% damage. On key, so strike or blast arts, use 10 key, 15% to your unique gauge, 20% damage for 5 counts. And then when on the battlefield, the enemy switches. Whoa, okay, wow. 30% to unique gauge, cancels attributes. So, yeah, this guy just seems very annoying. He's deflecting a lot of debuffs. He's also getting a lot of buffs when your enemy just plays the game. So, I can tell this guy is going to be already annoying. He just debuffs and annoys you if you play the game. So, yeah, when hit by an enemy, you heal. He's already, like, he's already healing 3% when he gets hit by a strike. So he's healing 6%? Is this what this means? Because he's already healing 3% when he gets hit by a strike card. And he's destroying 10 key. So he's destroying 15 key. Okay. Dude, what? So people like Goku and 3Q are just going to be crazy good again. And people who can nullify this stuff. Because, yeah, you just basically get punished for playing against him. When on battlefield, an enemy activates special move, Ultimate Awaken Arts, plus 20 to health. Nullify down, yeah, so 3 element type neutral. And damn, enemy special move, Ultimate Awaken Arts, minus 30%, like, arts decrease. Arts power decrease by 30% 3 times, or 3 counts, never mind. It's cover change, yep. We already know. Unit gauge. Evade with type B. Okay, with at least 30% unique gauge when hit by evadable action. Yeah, blah blah blah. Strike, blast, taps. Deal damage to enemy. Okay, so he has the MUI thing. The other LF MUI. Gradually, when on recovers gradually when on standby. Consume size decrease by 30% when you evade action accurates gradually on battlefield. So when he's in type B, we're gonna control F this. Type A. What does type A do again? With at least 30% unique gauge by evadable. It's the same thing as B. Basically. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so far what I'm reading from this guy is if you attack him, you're just gonna have a very bad time. Is what I'm getting from this guy. He seems pretty good so far, just off reading. Again, we have to see how he does in game. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'm gonna cover Vegeta very shortly. And if the Zenkai and the Plat equipments get released, we'll see them, and I'll do a breakdown. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts on the 7th anniversary Part 1 headliners in the description down below. I'll also make a community post. Thank you guys for coming out, and you guys see you in the next one. Peace.